falls, so he hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
This is it to Capella. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond his wingspan, Giannis's timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. It was a big win for them, coming off Tuesday's match.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Chance. Let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. And you look at White, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, LaMelo Ball.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
And White kicks to Holmgren. Out to White. Launches it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got 5 points so far.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I got a few minutes with the Hornets head coach. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete. He can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot that makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who is guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways. That'll be fun to watch tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. And the first one drops.
You know, when you think of Zach LaVine, his scoring comes to mind immediately, but he also rebounds effectively and passes it pretty good too.
Fuck LaVine. That nigga leaving me, see. Kiss my ass.
So he gets them both. Ball with it. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
I was fucking up. Oh, damn. The last game, y'all started off like 25-7. We came back and whooped y'all ass.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. Milwaukee ball.
Yeah, that was computer that did that. That is a rarity.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes
I'm going in there.
Here's White. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Here's Powell. Out to the wing. And Silk gets the whistle that time.
What?
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Bridges outside. There's the drive. Outside ball. And he makes that one.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Right side, White. Hornets with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Outside ball. Lob pass to Capella. Here's White. He has 5. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Here's the lob to the hoop.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hornets trail by 10. Here's Ball, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And so here's Charlotte. Powell for 3.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
On defense, Milwaukee. Just 4 to shoot.
Now, it's up to Kuzma to play with the kind of heart and hustle on defense that's required. And he's versatile at that end of the floor.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Bottom line is they're ahead on the scoreboard, and that's all that matters.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Hornets trail by 11. White with the double team. Pass to Capella. Kicks it to Ball. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. And there is White. And that's good on the assist by Kuzma. White's got 7 points in the game. And the Hornets call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So it's the Hornets now. It's a 13-point game. Mitchell dishes the ball. Launches a 3. Drills the three-pointer. 7 points in the game.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
It's Ball.
Here's Ball. He has 7. Mitchell outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Milwaukee.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball. Working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. He's perfect from the line this time. Bucks leading by 8. Here's White. 7 points in the game. And the pass to Kuzma. Back to White. Clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting from Milwaukee. White at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Charlotte. Crawford's checked in, and it's Mitchell in for Ball. And both free throws good for White. Hornets trail by 10. Mitchell outside. It's tipped and stolen by White. Down low, he's looking for Giannis and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
To the paint, here's Kuzma. Banked in off the glass. Kuzma's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
2nd personal foul.
It's on Zach LaVine.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look from Milwaukee. Andre Ayton's for Antetokounmpo. Josh Giddey comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Jackson in for Zach LaVine. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Bucks leading by 13. Now here's Holmgren. Scoreless thus far. Pass to White. Stolen by Mitchell. Bridges up top. Defended by Holmgren. Here's Mitchell. The shot from the low post is good.
Boy, excellent vision that time by Bridges to be able to make that pass. Really good, unselfish play there.
White against Mitchell. White the pass to Giddey. Over Mitchell. And it's sent back by Mitchell. Bridges dishes to Mitchell. And then Mitchell hit the dot.
Boy, I tell you, Bridges is doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Mitchell against Giddey. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Pass to Salon. Back to Mitchell. And then Mitchell hit the dot.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Holmgren. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Hornets trail by 7. Pass to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 9 points.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Third is Josh Giddey.
He is having so much success from beyond the 3-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
Now White. He's got 9. Pass to Giddey. And here's White. Lays it up off the glass. 11 points in the game.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Bucks leading by 5. Oh, Ayton in position. Here's Salon, guarded by Jackson. To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Bridges. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Now here's White. Defense right on him.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Now the pass to Bridges. 1:36 left in the first quarter of the game. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Good on the shot. 13 points for Silk.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
To the wing on the left. He lobs it up.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
51 seconds left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. On the left block. They grab their own miss. And that one's good, Ayton.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
That one drops for him.
You know, I think they took a bit of a chance there going through the double. Another guy open out there.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Leading by 5. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Good. White's got 15.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Charity stripe shot. And the last second attempt does not go in for it. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. They've got Clark. Levine is out there with White. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Giannis in its second. Levine passes to White. Outside, Levine lets it go with the three. The Hornets pull it in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, Silk in the last outing against the Hornets was phenomenal. He had 42 points and made everyone around him better with his passes. A whole lot of assists. A mind-blowing effort. It's going to be hard to repeat, but it's hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
Well, this team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure. And draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And White kicks to Kuzma. And to Tacumbo. And on to Tacumbo on the follow. Giannis has got 8 points.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
To the middle. Rebound collected by Levine. Milwaukee leading by 7. Kuzma passes to White. And Capella sends it in.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Kuzma. He shoots again. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass the ball from deep. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 10.
You know, if LaMelo shoots it at a high clip from deep, man, oh man, I don't know how anybody's going to guard it.
White inside. He's covered by Ball. White dishes to Clark. Out to White. A second chance effort. And White slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Powell, the pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Levine finds White. White with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Ball, that time on the assist by Mitchell. Ball's got 12 points in the game.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Inside, the setup and the slam by Giannis.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Powell. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. And you look at White, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo just a couple of slots above.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going